I feel like I still haven't found my, like, my nook. Is it my nook? Crap. Now that I said it, it sounds wrong. Whatever. Niche? My niche? My niche. I haven't found my niche. Oh god, I don't know. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, as you saw in the title, it is an eyebrow tutorial that was requested quite a few weeks ago, but here we are. I was kind of hesitant to film it because I feel like my eyebrows are so inconsistent, and I'm sure you guys will see that in pictures and videos. I've definitely not mastered it by any means, and I switch my eyebrows up so much. Like, it just depends on what kind of look I'm doing, what the weather's like all kinds of things determine how I'm gonna do my eyebrows that day. And there's times where I'm really into like bushy, thick eyebrows. There's times where I'm into more like what's the word, like harsh, kind of like dark, blunt eyebrows. There's times where I'm into more of like a natural, you know, ombre at the front. It just depends. It just really depends how I'm gonna do my makeup that day, where I'm going, what I'm doing, and yeah. But for the most part, this is how I do my eyebrows, as you can see right here. And I went ahead and filmed it using my two favorite products, one on each eyebrow, so you guys could get an idea of how I do it. My method doesn't change so much, but obviously it's a little bit different depending on the product. So I did my right eyebrow today using the NYX Microbrow pencil. And then on the left, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. So, you know, if you want to see how I did my eyebrows using both of those products, then stick around because it's about to go down. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows. Today I wanted to show you guys the two most common products that I use to do my eyebrows. I most like to use a pencil and a pomade. It just depends on where I'm going, what I'm doing, like if I need longevity, do I need water resistance, like what do I need that day. Also depends on the eye look. Like if I'm doing a darker eye look, then I tend to go darker on my eyebrows. Not always, but most of the time I will. So the first thing that I do before I start my eyebrows, I use a facial razor, and you could get a pack of these for like $1. I think it comes with like 4 or 5. If I find them, I will link them down below. But anyway, I always start with a facial razor, and the first thing that I do is just kind of clean them up. Again, I am not a professional, so everything I say or do, take it with a grain of salt. Anything I've ever read or heard online says that when you're shaving, you want to shave like towards the hair growth. I've never done that. I've always gone against the hair growth. So, you know, don't kill me. I don't really shape them all that much anymore, just because I could do that with a pencil. So I just focus on cleaning up down here so that I have like a nice smooth base for like my eyeshadow. And up here, I start by underlining the bottom of my brow. And you want to try to follow your own shape. You can always, again, the beauty of makeup, you can always change your shape. Like if you have a more rounded brow and you really want an arch brow, you can line it so that you make it a little more arched. It's entirely up to you. So like that. I just start by doing the bottom. So then the next thing that I do is I start to line the top, just the same. And I do like an arch, so you can see me start to create like a lift right here. Then I just have both of those meet on the outer part right there. I take my pencil and I just start to kind of run it through. And you want to remember, if you want more natural brows, then you always want to apply less pressure, and you want to do kind of like, what's the word, strokes like this. I don't go for a natural brow, so I do them more harsh, I would say. And I'm okay with that. Like I've said, my eyebrows are always different. They're like never the same. And for the front, I just start to kind of blend with my spoolie. I start to kind of blend it upward like this. And this is where I'm saying like it just depends on the day for me. So like if I'm doing a darker, more dramatic eye, I tend to do a darker, more dramatic eyebrow. So I will darken this area up a little bit more. A lot of people say if you leave it like how it is right now, then you're gonna have a much more natural brow. Some people prefer that. So, you know, if that's what you prefer, then I would say stop right here. I usually take it darker, so don't judge me. It's just me. It all comes down to personal preference. So again, I just start to blend it, and I'll just tell you right now, don't worry if your eyebrows look crazy right now, because we're going to clean them up with concealer, and then you get that really like nice, just cleaned up, crisp eyebrow. So right now all we're focused on really is filling in, and obviously you don't want to like get way out of your lines and stuff, but for the most part you don't have to worry if you do, because you can just clean it up with concealer later. I'm going to show you guys how I do the other brow, and then I'll show you how I clean them both up. So my other preferred method is the Dip Brow Pomade with the Anastasia Beverly Hills No. 7 brush. It's super small, it's super thin. Like you see that? It's just super thin, and it lets you get really precise. I like that it's at an angle. It just makes it easier for me. I wish it was a little bit longer, personally. It has a spoolie, not my favorite spoolie. I actually really like the spoolies from the that come on the NYX Microbrow pencil, because it's really like thin and long, you can see. I prefer them like that rather than short and stumpy like my body. Alrighty then. So kind of same concept on this side. I start, like I said, by lining the bottom. Pick up a little bit more product, and I start to line the top one. I'm basically just outlining my eyebrows. And see, they don't match. When I use my concealer, I'll clean them up and they'll match a little more, but for the most part, my eyebrows don't match, because you guys saw before I had any product on, my left eyebrow is just, it has so much less hair and it's more rounded, where my right eyebrow is pretty arched. So I've just accepted my eyebrows are meant to be cousins and not sisters. And I'm okay with that. Oh my gosh, why am I teaching people how to do their eyebrows if I still feel like people need to teach me how to do my eyebrows? My little cousins do it so much better than I do. Maybe I'm just so used to having them the way that I do it. So now, for the most part, here they are. For me personally, I feel like when you do it with the pencil, it looks more natural than the pomade. The pomade seems to always look a little bit more harsh. It could be the technique that I do, but that's just my opinion. I wear the pomade on days where I know that I want like longevity, or if I know I'm going to be like maybe sweating more, if I'm going to be outdoors, you know, like in the sun. I tend to go with the pomade because it's just more durable. Like it definitely hangs on better than the pencil. On the day-to-day, I usually use the pencil. Then what I do is I take any concealer. I'm using the Urban Decay Naked Skin in light neutral. And I take this brush, and I think this brush is what helps me out a ton. So this is the Sheer Cover concealer brush. It looks like this, but I really like this brush because the bristles are really long, so it's kind of flimsy like this, and it maintains its shape. So like if I pinch it like this, I can make it super thin and flat, which I like for when I'm cleaning up my brows. So I'll just go ahead and show you guys again to keep that shape, that flat shape, since I just pinched it and it looks like this now. You see it's like flat. I pick up product on both sides of the brush like this to make sure it really keeps its shape. And I always start on the bottom. And I just drag. And because the brush is really flat, you can use it to do this. Like turn it on its side and use like the pointed end of it to really get in there and make your eyebrow even more precise from the bottom. This is why I like that it's flimsy, because right when I get to this part right here where my arch is, I go like this and I start to drag up, and because the bristles are longer, it like allows it to curve in ways, you know, so that I can get the arch that I like. I start to clean up from like mid brow right here and then go down, and this is how I get my arch. Don't worry about, see that? We're gonna clean that up. So anyway, start to do this. I always start in the middle because wherever you put your brush down first, that's where you're gonna lay the most product. And I don't want to lay a ton of product over here where I'm trying to keep my eyebrow as natural looking as I can. So I always want to start here when I first pick up my product, and then I can start to comb over here. And then just gonna brush it out with the spoolie so I can really get in there and see like what other areas I still want to clean up. Like so. Again, like I said, we're gonna clean that up, that area. I'll show you guys. There's like the top and the bottom fairly cleaned up. You can always go in and use the side or like the tip again, like I said, to really clean it up. And then for the front, I go like this. I follow like my natural socket of my eye right in here, and I just go like this at an angle. People are probably looking at this like, what the fuck are you doing? Oh no, guys. I don't know. Like I said, my eyebrows are probably the thing that I'm like the least confident about, but people asked me. People asked me to film this, so blame them. There's that eyebrow done. I would leave it. And then we'll go in and do the other one. Get some more concealer so I could do that one. I use a lot of setting spray, and I really like that the pomade holds. Like I don't care how much I spray my face, that pomade is not going anywhere. Where the pencil does start to like get kind of glossy, and it kind of smears off, so that's a bummer. I have to be careful, you know. So like I said, just clean up the bottom. My technique doesn't change, it's really just like the products that change. And you know, the products just do things differently. Then we're gonna do the top. Start in the middle. Doesn't have to be like exactly the middle, obviously, but just towards the middle. If you drag all that concealer out when you go to do your foundation, it'll be so much easier. So this is how I do my brows, but you know, you just need to mess around and just like see what gives you your desired effect. I just am now realizing that I never set my eyebrows. Oops. I'm gonna do it now because oh well. So there you have it. That's how I do my brows. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Comment any video suggestions down below. I know we're going to do a Bean Boozled challenge with me and some of my friends. And then, I guess I should say cousins. No friends, whatever. And then I also wanted to do a my brother does my makeup challenge because he swears that he's super good at makeup. So if you guys can convince him to do that with me, that would be awesome. I've asked, he hasn't said no, but he hasn't said yes. So I bet if you guys told him to, then he would. So comment down below if you want to see that video, because I'm kind of stoked to see how my brother does my makeup, especially since he's being cocky and he thinks he's good at it. But if you guys have any challenge videos that you want to see, please let me know. I know a few that I want to do already. Something where you see a little bit more of my personality. I love doing tutorials because I like doing my makeup on camera. I think it's so much fun. But I want to do more talkative ones because in case you guys haven't noticed, I like talk. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, join the Sica squad, and I think that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Until my next video, stay tuned. Also, my nostrils like super swollen because I just pierced it. I feel like everybody is gonna hate me because it's like you do your hair but you don't do your face. You do your face but you don't do your hair. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. It's 4:05 in the morning. I'm going straight to bed after this. Unfortunately, I had food poisoning and so I didn't get around to filming it, and now I'm finally feeling better. So I got up and did it in the middle of the night. How do you say that? How do you say that? Whatever. I used one eyebrow on each of my brows. One product? What did I just say? Did I just say I used one eyebrow on each of my products? These bad boys on my face today. Oh Lord, I didn't go to bed.